All right, guys. Another project I am currently working on is this 78 Corvette. I have been sanding on this thing for about 5 years now. We have done so much work to this thing back in its day. So one of the first things I did is I pulled out the original motor. I put in a turbo or a GM 350 crate motor, and I transferred everything over to that car. So it had the original intake, pulley setup, everything, distributor, carb. The Quadrajet was back on it, and it was a dog. It was not a good running vehicle. It was like putting a Band-Aid on it, really. So we ended up getting the Edelbrock Performer intake. We went to an EFI setup. I put on an HEI distributor, went with a new air filter, K&N. Had to replace the water pump because the water pump started leaking. I think that's it. That's all we did. We didn't do headers or anything like that yet. So the engine completely done. And then the Turbo 350, when I installed it, I effed it up a little bit. And there's like I don't know where it's, when I put it together, I guess I didn't do it right. So I'm not a mechanic, I should say that. But I put the, I can't even think what it's called now. When I put it back together, I didn't do it correct. And that ended up causing a seal to leak or something. So I ended up taking it in, having the Turbo 350 rebuilt. It needed it anyways. And it still drove horrible. No freaking torque whatsoever. Could not break the tires loose. It was super annoying because I upgraded the motor and all that. So I ripped that thing out. I used to have a lift right about where that plasma table is. I had it up here a whole summer, put it up. We took the transmission out and I put it in a manual. Yes, I did it myself, and no, I'm not a mechanic. It took forever, step by step. I bought one out of an 81 Corvette. So I did the drive line, hung the pedal, set it all up, and drove it home. Took my wife out to dinner, and then I parked it and started sanding it. This was supposed to be a winter project. It was supposed to be sanded and put back together. I ended up taking the hood off. It was cracked. It needs a new hood. Pulled the headlights out. I don't like these headlights. I hate the way they look. I wish there was a better option for like some molded in headlights, like where it would still be flush here, but the lights would like sit down here and come out. I don't know. I think I'm gonna end up putting the original headlights back in, but we're gonna get rid of the vacuum system because I hate it. Also, I think it pulls on the motor too much. I think it impacts it. We're gonna get rid of all these air conditioner lines that I was too lazy to get rid of. We just need to clean up the engine bay altogether. The other thing we did is, it's hard to tell now because it's dirty, but there's sway bar links front and back that we are upgraded. New springs, rack and pinion is new. I got rid of the gearbox, which was a pain in the butt, especially right in here where you have to do all the knuckles and get it all aligned. I had a buddy of mine who's way better at welding than me weld that in. I do have a really nice welder though. On the back end, again, we did the new spring in the back, new shocks, sway bar, did all that. It also got all new rotors and calipers. And this was like 6-7 years ago, and it's just been sitting. And what happened was they were corroded to shit. So I actually tore them all apart, cleaned them all up, and powder coated them. And they came out pretty good. They weren't bad. But as I was sitting here, literally putting them back together with new seals and stuff, all the stuff's here, I thought to myself, like, look at this one, it's ready to go. I thought to myself, I'm gonna put all of this back on that car. It's going to sit another year, maybe 2, and they're just gonna corrode again because those stupid calipers, the way they're designed, they just leak. And that's what happened. All of the brake fluid leaked out. It took on moisture. Also, it was in my other building, which has some chemicals in it, so I think that kind of corroded them a little bit more. But my thought was, they're just gonna keep corroding. I'm gonna have the same issue. I'm gonna have to pull it back apart. It's gonna be a pain in my butt. So, like the idiot I am, I went online and bought some really, really, really nice brakes. The fun part is, only the fronts have showed up. Check those out. I did go ahead and get them powder coated, even though I own a powder coating store or business. I don't like doing the pistons. I do not enjoy doing that, and it freaks me out a little bit because I do not want them to fail. It does come with stainless steel brake lines too, which is awesome. But now I'm just waiting on the rears. So the goal is to get this car to the point where it will brake under its own power so I can get it on my trailer safely and back to my house where I can work on it, where I'm actually working on that Cobalt right now. So I got to get the Cobalt rust repair done, tint the windows, get that out of here, back up here to sell it, take this one home, and then I can start doing the body work, finishing the body work out. We're gonna buy a new hood. I am not looking forward to putting the headlights back in this thing. They were a pain in the butt to get out. And then the front bumper and rear bumper, they need to be replaced. Probably take this guy off and re-powder coat it maybe. I don't know. I don't know how that's attached. Hopefully it just bolts on there. It looks like it does. Clean it up a little bit, and then it got mold on the inside of it, which I can't really show you because there's so much crap on here. Everything's just dirty and gross. Windows back there, door panels. I've got to clean this thing up. It needs all new interior. So much money. There's the back, the bumper's off. So that's another project we're working on that will be on this channel. But the goal is once we have this completely done and out of here, that S10 will come over and I'll be able to work on that in the shop. So we still got to pull the motor and transmission out of it and get the cab off of it. So we're tearing apart the whole dash and everything. And God, that's gonna be a nightmare because I don't like electrical. And then obviously the bed is sitting right here. The only thing I need to do on this is get this rust cut out and repaired. That I have the parts for already. We just need to do it, but I don't want to do it until I'm ready to paint it, because once I get it done, I'm taking it to a guy who sandblasts body parts for me on vehicles. It's thin metal. I don't want to mess it up and warp it and distort it. So I'm going to have him sandblast it. We'll do a little body work, get it into primer, and then we'll get it powder coated. So I got to build a cart to powder coat it. And then we're powder coating the cab, we're powder coating the frame. Everything on this truck that can be, will be powder coated in the shop. It's a vehicle that we're gonna use to promote the business. And I'm also gonna make it more of like a NASCAR style street autocross truck. So it will actually have a roll cage. We're gonna mess with the suspension, big V8. I wanna put a Tremec 5-speed in it and that sort of thing. So stay tuned, a lot to come on this channel. Make sure to subscribe now. Just do it for my ego. I need some, you know, I have this channel, I have another channel, I have TikToks, I have Instagram, I have Facebook. I watch some of these guys just blow up on here, and it's unbelievable how quickly they do it. And I've put so much time and effort into it, and I can't get traction whatsoever. So maybe it's my face. It's probably my face.